Omadakiyasan. Namaste sarva mire ristidar. So na Osio, all my relatives. A little bit of a meditation rambling. Obviously, I'm not walking. That's my preferred way. However, not able to happen right currently. And something's come forward for me a little bit here. And I just keep being told, do a ramble, do a ramble, do a ramble. So I'm listening. I'm gonna do a ramble. I've been going beyond I don't know if beyond is the right word. My focus has gone from what the heck are these humans doing to this material. When I came here to Yuma, I felt this. You're doing this not only for yourself, gotta do it for yourself. It was kind of one of those do or die things. But I'm doing this for the material lineage, ancestral lineage. I've done a lot of firsts for my particular lineage. And so landing here in our themes with all our relations, fire ceremonies, women's circles, the eighth fire, and going through this PTSD due to MST, which following that and feeling that in my meditations and my prayers and my ceremony rituals took me to this space of, wow, I've gone through a lot of that stuff in little like microcosms here in this lifetime. But you can take that back, my material lineage, and then you see how that is being mirrored back and forth. Not only mine, but other women's as well. That divine feminine all the way back into the divine feminine of our non-human animals. And then with the Mother Earth herself. So I'm kind of giving you a little bit of a backstory, so to speak, here. So anyway, I'm in the meantime working through triggers, working through those, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me, really? Moments, looking at the beliefs, taking that back, reading the Great Cosmic Mother, sweetgrass, braiding sweetgrass, taking that back and looking and witnessing and feeling and going, wow, what we have, the gone astray, you could say, of the suppression of the divine feminine, and what we have done to the divine feminine of all species, and how the masculine has just gone like, whoa, cuckoo crazy, kind of out on its cuckoo nest, to Mother Earth herself, and how we have appropriated not only the feminine, but the masculine in its own way. The animals, the plants, Mother Earth herself. Hell, even the sun, water. So, I haven't been, there's so much focus on the political world and the countries and what is going on, and of course, oh my God, save the human, save the human, save the human. Okay, I'm not heartless, but come on. So what makes the human more important than Mother Earth herself? There'd be no human without the Mother Earth herself. And so, yes, it is sad. The population and so forth, and the politics and all the craziness that is going on, and how we are trying to just keep our way of life alive. Not Mother Earth, not the creatures, not giving them freedom, not giving them their dignity. And we could do that with all the humans right here, right now, if we just let go of all of this colonial capitalism bullshit and politics. We could really come together and take care of each other and live in a good way, and everybody would be provided for. We may not have all this stuff, but we'd be happy. We'd be loved, we'd all be dignified, we'd be free, and we could live in peace. Well, my focus has gone from all of that BS to good luck with that, y'all, until we have all really opened our hearts, which is what Mother Earth is taking us to. You're either gonna open up your heart and live close to the Mother, really, really listening to her, or you're fucking out of here. And that's okay too. No matter which way it goes, it's okay, because it's all just one great big movie. I mean, let's not get personal here. We are playing out the great cosmic movie for the great cosmic being, for Bob, for the big being of bliss. I mean, that's what we are. We're a big being of bliss, a blob of bliss, so to speak. Anyway, so I've gone to, when I was living out there in the woods, I was listening to Mother, and I've been listening to her for quite a few years. And one thing I will say is, we cannot live without the other animals. The other animals are going to live without the human. And they thrive. Chernobyl proved that. Thrive. But the human animal cannot live without the other animals. And what we are doing to them, I mean, it is the great golden rule playing out. What we have done to them, what we have done to Mother Earth, we are doing to ourselves. And we have absolute proof of that. It's playing out. And then there's those pockets of us who are dispersed all around, sending that light and love and living our peaceful, dignified, free lives to the best of our abilities, and beaming that out and being there for each other. So I've been watching, and I'm like, if y'all haven't learned how to live without air conditioning, good luck. If y'all haven't learned how to live without that electric or propane or gasoline heat, good luck. If you haven't learned how to eat off of the mother, raw, real, good luck with that. And I might need a little luck with that one, but I've learned how to fast. I've learned how to be a breatharian. Food is definitely good stuff. Anyway, it's part of our wonderful experience here in life. But when listening to the mother, it's like, shit's gonna start hitting the fan. And the Kogi came out with their warning. A lot of people didn't like it in my world because it came with a warning. Oh God, it's like doomsday. Well, yeah, guess what? In a lot of ways it is. But that the human is a funny species. We certainly are a funny species. I laugh at myself and the crazy shit that we do all the time as humans, and the beliefs that go through our head, and as my mom calls it, we can brain fuck with the best of them. But it basically boils down to, and I've been hearing for a while, which is why I was like, I need to land somewhere, but I gotta do this one last trip, which was going down the Blue Ridge, staying in some different parks, helping out a brother. Then it's like, you need to go and land. And kept feeling this, get a couple of these, there's a couple of these peregrinations. I did the border trip for the peregrination for the pipe bundle. A couple of these journeys, they need to get done. Soak up the scenery. Get her done now, because she's not going to be the same later. She is not going to be the same later. See what you can see. Experience what you can experience out there. And so I did. I'm so grateful I made it through the Blue Ridge one more time. That's the heartland of my Sluggy. Oh, Sluggy. Oh, my Cherokee. Down through there. Well, I'm grateful I made it down through the Cumberland Gap area too. The big ass tornado came right through there. Oh, that's my ancestors, I'm telling you. Mile wide, went for a long way from Somerset. I feel for the people. And I've been there. I was, if you want to call us victims, I was a victim of a tornado. I don't consider us victims. We're all volunteers. The core. You get beyond the taking it personal human to the bigger picture. We're all volunteers. Nobody is a victim. There's definitely reasons for everything. And I completely understand it's not something that you share with somebody in the midst of the muck. I've been one of those where somebody said that to me and I was in the middle of the muck, and I just like, oh, if you could have seen me bitch slapping you while you were saying that. Oh. Anyway, so I've said it, and I've been on the other side of it being said to me. But it is a truth. It's true. And and so going beyond all that listening, and it's like, time to really, really go deep inside. We had that period of time. And then it's this shedding of the skin, You think you know what's going on, humans? Well, guess what? It's got nothing to do with the political world. That's just a smokescreen, because they're not telling us all the other stuff that is going on. I don't know. I don't watch the mainstream news because I don't get into the drama anymore. Just give me the clear-cut facts without all of your opinions and drama. Just give me the facts. So I watch a little PBS or some of the other ones that just give you the facts. And then they tell you where those facts are coming from. They show you where those facts are coming from. And there's a lot more shaking, rattling, and rolling than they're letting us know. Because they don't want to give us the panic buttons. Because, you know, the herd of sheep, the herd of cattle is going to go running and creating a stampede. But there in Switzerland, they did. They were monitoring. They got the people out of there in a really good way. The mountain and the glacier came crashing down. There you go. Just one little piece, and they handled it so beautifully. When they're all in it for the love, you know, rather than, oh no, you know, we don't want to, and then they try to cover it up. We're really good at that here in the United States. Anyway, and other places as well. So, the ring of fire, it's waking up. There's a big super volcano that, well, nobody really knew, and it's been dormant for like eons, long time. Maybe not eons, but it's been dormant for a really, really long time. They didn't think about it waking up. She's purring. She's waking up. The signs are starting to show. Yellowstone, if we were listening to the bison, above and beyond the fact that, you know, us humans were being stupid, but the bison and the animals are showing us, you don't belong in here. Mother Earth is waking up underneath our feet. And she was. And she still is. So there's a lot of volcanoes. Italy, they just had theirs wake up. Pele's waking up. The 100-year storm, flooding in the Appalachia. And then, of course, you know, our own arrogance of putting homes in a fire zone prone area. And then we want to put the homes back. We're kind of crazy. We did that with our bowl city, you know. Like, did we not learn the first time? Because us humans, we don't like change. We want everything to stay the same. Well, guess what? We were a migratory species at one point in time. We moved just like the other animals do. Then we like, oh, well, we learned agriculture, and we're like, oh, well, maybe we can plant ourselves here. Yeah, but still they were listening to the earth. There were a lot of natives that knew. They said, no, it's time, and it's getting ready to happen. I'm moving from California, and they did. They were listening to the mother. The whales and the dolphins have been herding up. They've been gathering a couple of different places. what the Kogi shared was that if we didn't make the changes that we needed to make by June, she's going to send some warning signals. But if we didn't start waking up, and the leaders coming together, and what are the leaders doing? The leaders are actually gearing up for another fight, to keep adding to the fights. I was watching another video about how the wavelengths, the heartbeat of the mother had a hiccup, and that hiccup was most likely has all of the symbols and signs and signals of a nuclear blast taking place, that they did a testing in the ocean. And then the doomsday fish arrives there on the island south of Australia. He was sharing what the nuclear blast and how that affected Mother Earth, and how she has been in pain ever since those first couple of nuclear blasts. What it has done to her. Because she's a living being. She feels just like we do. So she's taking herself back, just like the Kogi shared. And we happen to be in the way. She's been giving us warnings, showing us all the signs, whispering. We haven't been listening. Some of us have been listening, but not all of us. And though, yes, it was written in the prophecies that this time was going to come, so this movie has already played out in the mind of Creator. This is what cracks me up. This movie's already played out in the mind of Creator, and we're all the actors and pawns and placeholders and, dancers and prayers, and we're all the little pieces playing our part, all the little puppets. So it's, in a way, it's kind of funny. But that's where my focus has been. All that other BS really doesn't matter. If a volcano blows up, if a tsunami hits, if the earth cracks open and changes your world, do you really think you're going to care about all that other BS? No. You're going to be doing what you need to do right in front of you to take care of you and your community. There's not going to be no internet. There's not going to be no this or that. It's going to be, well, you know. Or not. I don't know. Anyway, I guess that's my ramble for today. Well, thank you for listening. And blessed be. Blessed be as we continue to move forward. So love the Mother Earth. Experience the Mother Earth while you can, and each other. And each other. Just appreciate the freaking magical place that we have been blessed to live. No matter what it may look like, whether it looks like the world is freaking falling apart, or your world is just magically falling in line. Because it's meant for you to experience while this little blue ball continues to spin. And then poof, that's it. And we get to go see what the next journey is. Loving y'all. Hey,